I just want to say shout out to all our supporters, man. We on episode 28. If you reposting our shit, if you running around telling people, oh, RB said this on the podcast, I appreciate all that shit. But on episode 28, I got my man Neef, the owner of Faceyourfears. I didn't really do too much talking. I know y'all get tired of me running my fucking mouth, so I just let Neef talk. This is more so like an interview. He explained the brand and all that. And just check out bro mannerism. And one thing he really said in here that stuck with me, that let me know he's a stand-up guy, is he repeatedly say we instead of I. He always involve his friends and make them feel like they just as important as him. That's just a friend slash boss mentality and just a leader, man. And I done seen this guy go through so many ups and downs with this brand. He done put his friends in position to make some legitimate legal money. And that's what I respect about it. But just tune a fucking, man. Uh, just enjoy the episode. This is a good joint. Thank you. Man, welcome back to Let's Keep It 100 podcast. I got my fucking guy with me.
Faceyourfears, Neef Buck.
Man, I just want to start off by saying I'm proud of you, bro. Like I saw where your shit came from, and for you to keep going with that shit and just to be where you at right now, how can I not be proud? But
appreciate that.
Explain like the Faceyourfears brand, like what that shit all about.
I mean, it's really a self-explanatory type of brand, you know, whereas though Faceyourfears, you know, something like I know it was a good brand when I figured out, you know, that everybody gotta relate to it some way, somehow, no matter your complexion or your skin, no matter if you gay, street, bisexual, whatever, however you carry it, you gotta face your fears with in life with every obstacle that comes your way, you know. So yeah, so that's what it really stands for, exactly what it means, facing your fears, standing up to anything you got a fear of.
Alright, so like a lot of motherfuckers just starting to gravitate towards you because you got this huge following now. Okay. Like you one of the most popping people in the city. Like I can't go nowhere without seeing somebody with a Faceyourfears shirt, hoodie, none of that shit. Like you're one of the most popular guys in the city with your brand. So explain to like the motherfuckers that just coming around, like what you went through, bro. Like how that grind with your losses, all the losses you took, like how much you fought for your brand.
Yeah, shit. I used to grab about 25 shirts and had them bitches for about 2 months. I used to be like, man, fuck that. I'm going back to the block. Go back to the block or whatever. When I get back to the block, it felt like that's really where my home base was at. I knew what I was doing. It wasn't like I was somebody standing out there in the way. You feel me? So the clothes shit was something just to have around. So once I took a fall, with me being in the streets, it opened my eyes back up for me to jump back onto my ball game and the brand. You feel me? So, like I said, that fall that I took a little fall, whereas though it was definitely something whereas though it could have sat me down away from my kids, my family or whatever. So I'm like, man, that shit can't happen. You feel what I'm saying?
What's your name? Like a fall?
Like booked? Yeah, I got booked. Yeah, I got locked up. I got locked up back to back too. So when I got locked up back to back, it was definitely like, damn, I'm out on bail for this, I'm locked up for this, you feel me?
It's a bunch of shit back to back.
Exactly, so.
Go ahead, let him go ahead.
Oh, alright, so with the, court, like I ain't had no problem with bail money or whatever, any of that, but that got out the way, you feel what I'm saying? I ended up beating both cases in preliminary the correct way, went about it the correct way, Allah was on my side, whatever, and I spanked both of them in preliminary, so that's what gave me my fire to turn into my brand, like, alright, fuck it.
Fuck the street shit.
Fuck the street shit. I know I got something good. My homies would support me full throttle. Like it was a point in time before it even got citywide. You can go from 34th to 38th Street and see Faceyourfears. So once I noticed that I can impact the hood like that, somewhere that I'm running around and I knew I can get the outer part of the city to get involved into what I had going on. So so now I'm going from that to now after this I come up with my homie Leak, our homie Leak, it's crazy, he had on a pure PS hoodie on one time. And it had all these divided colors within it. It had its own little design. And I'm like, damn, man, that's fire, bro. And I grabbed the hoodie myself and I thought about that hoodie, and that's how I got to the painting or whatever. So I used to just spray the hoodie within, like around the corners, the edges, do my own little designs or whatever. That speedball started picking up, and that's when I started doing the camo effect. Once I did that camo effect, it was boom, it took across the city to everywhere you go, you see if it's not my hoodie, it looked like it's somebody trying to do exactly what what we came up with. As far as now, it was another brand named Stretch Moolah Apparel that was spraying and doing different designs, but me and him don't have not one hoodie that's similar as far as full hoodie spray paint. But I can tip my hat to Stretch Moolah Apparel and say that he was spray painting and doing that kind of shit first. But as far as the style and technique that I go about, that was something, Faceyourfears came up with it, and carried it from there or whatever, you feel what I'm saying? So, and then after that speedball, that's when I used to just use the yin. If you notice, we got two signs of FYF and it's a yin with a circle. One day I was playing with some tape, I Faceyourfears, and I laid out some painting tape and I came up with this FYF. I was me and my girl, so I was trying to do it a weird way, like putting the Y on top of the F's, and she moved it down, So, I can't definitely leave my girl out of this situation for sure. But, we here now, and the fellas behind me 100%, the support team.
Talk about that, though. I wanted to know about that. Like, how important is it to have a strong team behind you?
Without a support team, you ain't nothing, man. For real, because the support team actually give me that extra little fire. Them days I be like, man, I don't want to go in the store. It'd be, a couple homies that I got that's like, man, you going in that joint today, bro. We ain't gonna do nothing but sit on the block anyway, so what's the point? You feel what I'm saying? So a support team definitely can help you in every way. Somehow, some way. It might be people you might not see at all, but they help in so many different ways that I can't explain, that take so much off my back. You know what I'm saying? Especially with us ready to open up a second location in Chester, PA. So with my support team, I'm able to employ every last one of my homies in the best way I can. Any of my homies need help, I'm putting them in the right position. I'm starting within the hood. Right now we about to add 3 little young boys to the team as far as teaching them our technique of spraying so we can get hoodies done or whatever. So we definitely
talk about that too, though. Like how you, what I admire about you, bro. Like you basically, you from the 5, but you're not from the 5.
Right.
And it's like I really admire that you came around, bro, and you gave motherfuckers an opportunity to where they could really make some legit legal money.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much it is or whatever, but you putting people in a position, and when you get, and I know that when you get into an even better position, you're still gonna look up.
Exactly.
So explain that how you. Like, fuck just fronting niggas a pack and all that shit. Like, you really putting niggas in a position to make legit money.
And the best thing about it is I'm bringing out the parts of my homies that they didn't even know they had. Some of my homies didn't even know they could spray paint or even had a creativity side within them, you feel what I'm saying? So just with that alone, that just be dope. Whereas though, like, I get to see my homies just had yo, you need my help? No, I got it, bro. Like, I know, and it come out for me to accept that it look good for me to put it on the rack and sell it. You feel
Shout out to Swirl. I never thought I'd see Swirl spray paint on fucking hoodies, bro. I saw that shit, bro. I'm like, yo, Neef on to something. Time out. Fat boy, we hear you in here, bro. This ain't a studio, you feel me? So, yeah, like, I hear all that.
But hell yeah, so even down to all putting everybody, like I said, into positions. Like, I got a homie that, that he worked downstairs in the store. He do all the inventory, all that kind of stuff. We got Swirl, his name's Smooth. Then we got Quizzy, he a co-owner with me as far as the Faceyourfears. We got King, he helped me spray, do a lot of running around. Real good dude. We got Fat Boy. He hanging around.
Shout out to Fat Boy.
Pick up all the slack for me. We got Remo. Remo just sit around, man. It's like, no, that's
Remo a rapper.
Remo around, he doing everything. He doing the management in the store. He ain't doing no spraying though. He ain't trying to get dirty and none of that. We got Lou, he getting dirty and none of that. It's a lot of the guys, but everybody is doing something productive for the brand to get to the next level. 100%. All
right, so let me see. Did you like? All right, so since your shit like expanded and your shit got as popular as it has gotten, have you sensed like any like changes in people, like how they treat you?
Good and bad, for sure. I like the good part be like I might go places and it be people that I don't know from a can of paint, but that know me. I mean, and it be in Philly the word dick eater go far. You feel me? And people take it too far. You follow what I'm saying? So it be times where I might be walking across the street and a nigga like, yo, bro, you do the hoodies, bro. Damn, man, salute to you. Can I take a picture with you? Some niggas might be like, damn, cuz dick eat me up. But I don't.
How you feel about that?
I don't. It's crazy. Like the type of person I am. I'm not even really the like bang in the spotlight type of person. So it's something I'm learning myself too. So I don't never look at it as dick. And I take the picture, converse with the person or whatever. So because I was in that, in that spot they in trying to get to where I'm at, and I'm still not even comfortable where I'm at. I feel like I ain't even at the full potential to where I can get, you feel me? But I was that person looking at another Philly design like, damn, bro, you the GOAT, you did this. And man, your shit whamming right now. Can you help me? I was that person. I'm still that person looking for advice. It's a lot of brands like Bandy Peru, Stocked Up, even Stretch Moolah, a couple little brands, Living, them, She Living, shout out to them. I definitely support all of them. I'm wearing everything. I like it. I'm buying it. I ain't gotta wear Faceyourfears Monday through Friday.
So what about the brands like other popping brands in the city? Like is y'all on some rapper shit? Like is y'all niggas beefing or y'all supporting?
No. To my far understanding, I ain't beefing with nobody. To my understanding, I'm supporting everybody, bro.
Right.
I'm going in there full throw. I don't want you to give me no deal. I don't want you to give me the shirt for me to put it on to support. Tell me your price. I'm buying this. That's simple. You had to put in work to get there. I was that person though. That's one thing I did too. I know I went left with the question you asked me. I went as far as back to the question as the losses and shit I used to take through the brand. I used to buy stuff and literally give out all the shirts.
Right.
The first rapper before my friend here was, Tour. Tour was 100%. The first maybe 10, 20 shirts I maybe sprayed, bro started coming around. I met him through Quizzy. Okay. Another good guy, but he pushed my brand like it was his brand. Every time I dropped something, bro was 100%. Even the guy Rich Dollars. Rich Dollars actually was out of one of the only people I was giving stuff to that cut me giving it to him. He actually was coming to the store buying stuff. So I definitely appreciated that from him because he ain't looking at it as me just trying to, yo bro, can you throw this on so you can give me some followers? He was, yo, I like what I see, so I'm gonna come a person. A lot of other guys be still caught up in me giving it up, so they oh, alright, that's what type of time we on in that joint, you feel me?
So motherfuckers just feel like they gotta get some free shit. Like when you get a bigger follower than them, like
exactly.
So it's like, alright, so how did that go? Like, alright, say they supported you when you only had 5,000 followers and they got 100,000 followers, and now you got 200,000 followers. Do you feel like you still gotta get them free shit, or like do they still feel obligated to get free shit?
I don't know. That'd be a good question. That's something that we need to find out together to see. Because like you see, I'm grinding. We build it every day. Even when I'm not working, I'm working. I'm putting together something for the brand. So I'm definitely picking up on followers as we go. Another thing, I never paid for not one piece of promotion at all. My brand been going on for about a year and a half. I started off on Instagram with maybe 1,200 followers. I'm at almost 21.5, maybe something like that on Instagram right now. So
where you see the brand in 5 years?
Hopefully we in sex, Neiman's, North Shore. That's the goal. Boys, Barney.
At what point though, like, alright, like we went from like the beginning, from the struggle, cause I seen the struggle. I was around.
Yeah.
So like, at what point, bro, did you know like, yo, this shit taking off?
It's crazy, bro. I'm still in that shock to this day. Like I still be like, bro, vouch for me. I still come. I'm like, damn, bro, I really didn't know the brand was as big as it is. You feel me?
Yeah, nigga, I just tried to get a medium fucking Faceyourfears shirt. The shit dropped. yesterday, I come in today, yo, Wayne got your size. I'm like, God damn.
And it's crazy.
This shit.
And people throw their jokes at me and all that, like, damn, you gonna have us on a, like, I mean, how the girls do it with the shit. Like, bro, it's crazy. I actually stocked them Jones at a high number. Like, I do 3 shirts at a time, 25 a piece, at extra small to extra large. And then, you know, I'm blessed enough to see they all sell within Tuesday to Saturday at 4 hours a day. We only open from 4 hours a day, 3 to 7.
And that shit just true.
Yeah, it definitely go.
What's the difference from this hustle and like the street hustle?
I ain't got hard on cops. I ain't looking on my back.
Right.
The hatred ain't really there. The hatred might be there, but it ain't that kind of hatred. Whereas though on the street hatred, whereas though I gotta really feel like I might gotta, you know, get involved into something or something maybe come. You feel what I'm saying? Or where I'm going with it, but. Yeah, so I mean, in this lane, I feel my comfort zone. I felt like this what I was meant to. I mean, this was meant for me to design clothes and, you know what I mean, to be in this lane. So that's definitely the difference. When I was out on the street, yeah, that was my comfort zone. Right. But it was times where as though I felt like, man, I'm burnt out from this shit, man. This shit getting corny. You feel me? So
the street shit, right?
Yeah, for sure. That shit for the birds, man. I mean, that jail shit, that shit.
Corny.
That shit corny.
And talk about that, bro. Like, alright, cause you like an advocate for like the youngins. Like you pushing, like basically the guide the young boys the right way, and you leading by example.
Right.
And I've been watching you, bro. So like, explain that shit. Like, what you like? I see you feeding the homeless, and you just always you giving the young boys game, you supporting them.
Yeah, for sure. I'm 100% for the young boy, cause I was that young boy. You feel me? I was blessed enough to. I lived in the hood, but my mom got me out of it early. You know, I went to good school and I did all of that. So
where you from?
Delaware County, West Philly. I went to high school in Delaware, but Delaware County, West Philly area where I grew up, right around it. Yeah, for sure. Darby Township. That's where home base was at for me.
You know that is Darby Cops.
Yeah, I mean West Philly's second home base for me. I mean, but. I can't forget Delaware. I lived out there in my guy. So, I mean, I'm around, you know. But as far as home base, bro, the county of West Philly, all that, you feel me? But, yeah. Back to what your question was. What was your question again as far as...
bro, I'm drinking. You're not drinking.
Yeah.
You gotta remember the questions.
I forgot your question.
I don't be remembering shit. As you start talking, I start remembering what I asked you. Like, when you mid in your conversation, you
the word you're from, John, threw me off. My fault.
Damn, what I asked him, Ramo?
You were just saying how you motivate the youngest.
Yeah. All right. So you mean the motivation to the youngest? Like I said, like I was that young boy. You feel me? My mom, like the streets was a choice for me. That ain't something where though I had to do it. You follow me? I wanted to be that grown young boy to say I'm done high school, I'm out of here. I'm gonna live on my own. So the streets was something I chose to do, but it was something I had to do to survive. You follow what I'm saying? So I see young boys going through the same thing, going through that little grown up stage, trying to leave the crib, trying to think they grown. So it's before they do what I did and take the street route, I gotta, you know, I'm here to help 100%. Long as I know it's an engine there. It's an engine that's gonna be on the same time as mine. So right now, like I said, I'm the youngest guy we got working at the shop. He's about 16. He's from the neighborhood, you know, and he got an engine. His dad came to me. He was a little kid sitting in front of the game all day. So we got him in the store working. He's sitting in front of his PS4 in the crib. His dad ain't running around there. Frost, you know, Frost. His son Jason. He working in the shop, you know, being around the fellas, just showing him different things, you know, showing him how to save his money, you know, showing him how to talk to people, eye contact when different little things little kids ain't learning when they out in the streets running around, smoking their weed, all that kind of stuff, you know. So right now I'm doing something else for the youth, whereas though since we about to open up our second location, I'm about to get 3 more kids since, you know, summer, corona, all this going on, even full flesh in the house. I'm about to get 3 kids, show them one technique, you know, and throughout training I'm gonna pay them, show them, you know, we call it, what they call it, the generational wealth type of thing,
Right.
you know. So try to keep the money within the youth. You feel me?
So you ain't just talking, you doing the
yeah,
shit.
I'm doing it for
Like
sure.
really
100%.
looking out for the young boys who, like back in the day when they say it ain't no thorough old heads around, like, you ain't no old head, but
Yeah.
I mean, everybody an old head.
Yeah.
Everybody got a birthday. We
For
all
sure.
get older, so you an old head to a 16-year-old.
For sure.
So they look up to you, bro,
Yeah,
and you
for
got
sure.
to follow them. Like I
Yeah.
really like that. You really leading by example.
So even down to the homies, we did me and my homie Zadi, we bought and donated. We ain't bought all of them. Some of us donated to the money. We got over 100 boxes of pizza. We started, of course, where the brand started at, right here on 35th Street. And man, after we fed everybody around in the neighborhood, the kids, the homeless, the older people, even the boys out getting, doing they want to, getting their money.
Right.
We went downtown. That right there was like an eye opener because it was kids down there. It was like kids happy.
And you see that shit,
Yeah.
like, damn, bro, like I'm really blessed for real.
Yeah, like damn, I could be this person. I
Yeah.
could be hyped because it wasn't just us down there feeding. It was another company down there feeding them too. So just to see how these kids hyped us, have a slice of pizza was crazy. And a slice of pizza cost $1.50.
They on that shit.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Crazy.
So
Another ass ain't sip that Henny yet.
right, let me sip it.
I mean, you didn't take. Oh, we gotta take a shot. Fat boy, what's up?
Man,
Fat boy. You ain't fat no more.
I gotta babysit that, man.
I ain't bring your chair.
I don't need no chair. It's fish. You know the word I'm trying to say. You trying to make my man drink and it's bacon in there? Dead body, you're
I know, crack the door,
He
bro.
got 2 sips out of me. He might be
Rainbow.
done.
dead body.
So listen, you just was talking about you. I peeped something you said when you said you got the kids working in the store or whatever,
Yeah.
and you was telling them how to just proper manners and customer service. We going through all this shit right now. When everybody's like, don't tear down black businesses, we gotta support black businesses.
Yeah.
And I had this guy on my podcast. He wrote a book like, don't say nothing bad about like black businesses. Like if somebody have a bad experience with you, like don't go post it on the ground. Like them niggas, they got terrible customer service. And you just said like you teach them look people in their eye, greet people when they come in the store.
Yeah.
Just had good customer service.
Yeah.
So talk about like how y'all treat people when they come in your store.
I mean, 100% good customer service from the time you walk in to the time you might be sitting there while your hoodie might be getting done to the time you walk out. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's definitely the proof is in the pudding. I get comments all day long under our pictures telling us how good our customer service is and how much they love the brand. They're going to be back 100%, about, just the little things the customers say that give not just me, maybe my homies too, and the people that work in the store, just that other fire. Like, damn, I know this week gonna be good, or I know we gonna be sticking around. They love us, and they love how we move as one. As you know what I mean, and everything is inside. Everything is 35th Street.
Right.
Everything is family, and we gonna keep it that way. Everything is one beat, one sound. We ain't arguing over nothing. We ain't, everything is family. So, and that be the best thing about it. So, and just that being right there, that's going to just give us that comfortability to just give somebody that respect when they come in, and because we already sharing that love. That love is already in the area.
They see the love.
Yeah, they see the love, so they feel love when they come in. You don't want to go in that store and you just feel like it's just so rude, or damn, he see me standing here and he ain't greet me yet, even if you ain't working with me. Excuse me, how you doing? 1 second. All them little things count.
All that
sure.
shit matter.
All that count for
You
sure.
somebody gets some terrible customer service, they might never shop with you again, bro.
Never know what they might tell the next person. And now with that,
Yeah,
I heard.
bashing you out on social media.
Now I heard, damn, now I Faceyourfears, them boys ignorant. You come in there, they ain't even saying how you doing.
Exactly.
We purchasing, they ain't saying thank you. So just the little things for sure.
All right, so this what a lot of people come to me that know you. They like, damn, that shit, man. Why he only drop one color a week, or he don't never release that color again. So talk about like your method and how y'all drop your shit.
I want to say my marketing scheme Like my marketing scheme was just to keep everything exclusive. You feel me?
You want some Jordan shit.
Yeah, more like Supreme.
Okay.
You know, Supreme took the route of not letting it be access to everybody.
Right,
when
right,
this
right.
get released, this
That make
on.
people want it more.
Exactly, the supply and demand. You feel me? And that was one of the first aspects I took. Was like, all right, my supply and demand gotta be. You feel me? If my supply and demand not crazy for it, then you know we ain't nothing. You follow what I'm saying? So even down to people DM me all the time. Where's the website? That's a part of my plan. I don't really wanna ship out yet. You really want it, you gonna come get what you want. You follow me? This week I had 2 guys come all the way from Detroit simply just because of the brand. Because I'm not shipping. My supply and demand, they want what they see. But we also did another hoodie. I posted it. It was $100. It was an airbrush hoodie. It was a full flesh hoodie. You know, comments gonna be comments. We have people under there. $100? Are you serious?
That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about people complaining about prices?
I'm not gonna comment back. I'm not gonna give you the attention you want. But to myself, it just be like, if this not for you, it ain't for you.
Right.
You know
I saw you post it.
I posted.
It be
but
kind of militant in your post too, bro.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to loosen up.
I know. If you get 100 comments,
yeah.
somebody keep hitting you up.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn, like, alright, you ain't gotta fucking buy it. Sometimes you get burnt out.
Exactly. But
so
I'm not
gonna buy that shit from the white man.
So with that being said, that also that little stuff give me fire too. So now with them 35 hoodies that I did, that was $100, sold in an hour, 35 straight.
So y'all can buy it. Alright, so explain the price.
The demand for them is crazy. Everybody, I seen this guy with him. I'll give you 200 for you. I'll give you 150 for you.
Cause it ain't around no more.
It's not exactly. So my supply and demand for it is like a give and a pull. So it makes sense. A lot of people might say, it don't make sense, you missing out on money. It's not about the money. It's about the way I want to carry the brand. We're going to worry about the money when I get to where I want it to be.
Right.
So right now, I'm not really worrying about the money. We're going to have fun. The money is coming, but I'm not really worrying about the money. I'm trying to get to where my goal is, and I ain't there, so.
What's the goal, bro?
Macy's, Neiman's, Lord & Taylor, Set.
Turn this shit up. Shout out to all the niggas from the block that be supporting this shit, man. If your homies don't support you, that mean that shit corny.
Yeah.
That's for all you rapper niggas.
Man,
shout out to Remo. I'm so glad that he hot, cause I ain't want to have to tell him he was corny. You know the big niggas that came on here and I told them they was corny, you feel me? So yeah, man, shout out to corny. Come on, bro, we ain't gonna do that. Y'all can just go look at the podcast, man.
Shit, you said he has already. The fuck?
Alright, so we gonna leave on this. I just want you to give advice to like up and coming designers.
Advice. Don't give up. Don't give up. I mean, that's one thing I didn't do. I ain't never give up. Like, I ain't care if I sold one shirt a day. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna spray 5 more. We gonna get this joint done. Never think it's gonna get comfortable. Somebody might catch a flow with getting 2,000 a week and like, man, I'm popping. I'm lit.
Like a lit rapper and then just fall off.
Just fall off.
Like Chingy.
No, we ain't comfortable. We ain't
changing.
We ain't good with $5 grand a week. We ain't good for 10 grand a week. We need it all.
We trying to be whole, nigga.
Yeah, so the advice definitely, you definitely need a support team. You definitely need support. There's no way you're gonna get through the trenches without your support team. There's no way. There's no way with you arguing with your man about nothing. It's one beat, one sound. If you don't figure that out, you ain't going nowhere. So I feel like that's really what it is. Support team. Don't be comfortable and stay hungry.
Stay hungry.
Yeah, stay hungry.
I mean.
And it's crazy too. With that being said, with me staying hungry, it was a lot of little things I started accomplishing as I started seeing. I picked up, shout out to Mark Brown. He seen my grind, my hustle with everything, and he had a lot of stuff going on as far as fashion shows, and he made sure I was around that kind of stuff to implement that kind of stuff into my game. You feel what I'm saying? And with that, I seen myself into the Philly Fashion Week when they opened up the new joint downtown under Central 21. So I seen our brand in that, and then once I seen our brand in that, next, you know, I was on a school tour. I did a school tour with a guy, you know, shout out to Will Holly. He came out.
Yeah, talk about that.
He came out and, you know, reached out to me about me and some of the fellas going out and talking to the kids, you know, the same thing, giving out advice, telling them the story, telling them how the brand came about, things like that, telling them, you know, the falls I made, like, you know, I never been in jail, incarcerated, but I've been arrested, you know, stayed nights in the jail cell for me to know, like, this ain't it, you feel me? So I've been in them rooms where that pressure is on and them cops trying to get you to do what you
Never folded, never folded, bro, name good.
So I feel as though with, you know, where I go, that's, you know, just me being myself and the character, the vibe I give off, that's right there alone gonna have people feeling what you got going on or what I got going on. They just feel where I'm coming from.
You always been authentic, bro.
So, and I don't think with the brain going where it's going, there ain't nothing gonna really change me. There ain't really nothing new going on. I always felt like I was a known person. I always felt like I was somebody. So with me getting more attention, ain't really like I'm going act crazy, flashing money, Instagram, and no. Somebody need advice, I'm giving it. You need help, come holler at me. I'm at 4603 Lancaster Avenue.
That's why I really fuck with you, bro, because you still, I promise you, bro. I was just saying this, I'm like, man, that nigga, he's still the same nigga, bro.
For sure.
That shit not, bro, still the same. He's still the same.
Homie,
but
need help, I'm here.
But I said that was the last show, but I got one more for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you just said something there that was key. Like I just saw an old head on 36th Street. He was talking to Montana. And he like, Lil Rob. He like, damn, you look just like your dad. He like, your uncle used to terrorize shit. You know what I mean? And he was glorifying that.
Yeah.
And I want you to explain, like the shit you doing right now. And this is the type of shit that we need to advocate more and really glorify.
Yeah.
Because the young boys need to look up to this shit.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing my homies don't forget to do, is give me that, you know, glorify. And I don't, they shine that light on me for sure, but one thing I always make sure to do is say we instead of I. You feel what I'm saying? So glorification definitely is needed to give you that push, like, damn, I'm really doing something good. Mm-hmm. My homies tell me all the time, I motivate them in so many different ways.
Bro, you really like the voice of the streets right now, and you not a rapper.
Yeah.
But it's like, motherfuckers really gravitating towards this shit. You can't go nowhere and not see one of them hoodies.
Yeah, and yo, bro, that shit lights my day. I was actually going across, I think like 53rd Street the other day. I seen somebody with the whole outfit on top.
Right.
It wasn't even supposed to be a match, but he made it a match.
How that shit make you feel?
It was like crazy, like damn, bro, like niggas really see my vision. They feel where I'm coming from.
It's good though.
For sure.
So like, I said something the other day. I said like motherfuckers respect popularity more than quality.
Right. That's a
you already had the quality.
Right.
So you feel like, cause my man G Hill was on, he like, if I was doing some goofy gimmick shit, I been would have had the following or some shit.
Right.
So what you think about motherfuckers doing like the gimmicky shit and
it ain't authentic. It ain't straight up and down. We don't want it.
It ain't from the muscle.
It ain't from the muscle. We don't want it. We don't want no. I mean, help is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Help is fine. But I don't want you to fool my tinker. I don't want you to fool my tinker. I mean, let me go get myself. You know what I mean? I actually got a shirt coming out soon, and it got a quote in it. Whereas though, like, you know what? I don't even have my phone on me. It got a quote in it, and you know.
You can just send it to me and I can put it in here.
Alright, bet. Yeah, the shirt about to drop, but it got a quote in it, and then, you know, in this state, it give out some game as far as being put in them positions, and what you been put in position, how you gonna come out of it. And with that being said, you gotta face your fears while you getting put in that position. You come out of it.
At the end of the day, face your fears.
Yeah.
Don't compromise yourself
Mm-hmm.
when the pressure's on, man.
Yeah.
And that's basically just how we carry it.
I mean, the store location, 4603 Lancaster Ave. We open up a second location in Chester, Pennsylvania. I believe that address is 510. I'm gonna get that to y'all. But Chester location coming soon. I'm trying to do the grand opening that July 4th. Instagram at Faceyourfears _ at the end, and at Faceyourfears Apparel.
Yeah, we lit. We out. Appreciate you, bro.
Already. I can't wait to get that going up.
Real niggas over frauds, dog, we tipping the scale. It's fucked up, my mom had to see me playing with a scale. I was like 12, ducking 12, I was busting themselves. An attempt murder sent me to jail. Yeah, murder. Interrogation, mad that I won't give them conversation. Or a little information just to close them cases. Even though I'm good with names and I remember faces. Cops grab me, called amnesia, can't remember nothing. Selling white for that green, ducking Joe Namath. I don't feel these rap niggas, they be so painless. I'm the type to put a clip in your top. Nigga, you don't speak your mind, just be bitching a lot. I got a shooter with me now, and he be itching to pop. If he don't go, then I ain't telling him stop. Yeah, I got a shooter with me now, and he be itching to pop. You niggas broke, y'all just be dripping a lot. Yeah, and you can't tell me I ain't real if I ain't give you a reason. Walking with the snub nose, I'm trying to stop it from sneezing. Cause if I squeeze it, it'll stop me from breathing. Ambulance found him wheezing, and the doctor's trying to stop me from bleeding. Yeah, I get a rush from this rap shit. I've been through pain with this trap shit. And if it ain't no flies around, we still gon' whack shit. Dog, I'm confused the streets with this rap shit. Yeah, you ain't my dog, you don't wanna see me eat. You ain't really real, you ain't put me on my feet. You know a nigga rapping, you don't post it or retweet. But when you get a deal, everybody wanna eat. I can see it now, Reem ain't really real. He ain't took no sticks, he was never in that field. He ain't got no ops, so he ain't never do a drill. He ain't take the law to him, crash out in his will. He ain't got no plug, he ain't serve no pills. Lying in his raps just to get himself a deal. He ain't do that time with them niggas facing wheels. He be cheating on his bitch, he ain't loyal to his girl. Moral, what a story, they gon' tell him lies. Get him out your circle, you gon' have to cut them ties. Your man ain't your man if he ain't rockin' with your brand. Yeah, think about it, I'm just saying, yeah. Yeah, this that cook crack music, this that get back music. If you lost it all, this'll help you get back to it, yeah. This'll help you get back to it. If you lost it all, this'll help you get back. This that cook crack music, this that get back music. If you lost it all, this'll help you get back to it, yeah. This'll help you get back to it. If you lost it all, this'll help you get back to it, yeah. My man Pillow talking to these hoes. You told them bitches everything and left your hand exposed. You turned me cold, little nigga, you ain't play your role. You went against the code and put them bitches over bros. How you ask a real nigga, can he keep it fake? Round with a bulldog, try and bite a face. When niggas said you was a rat, I kept your name alive and told him that you stood tall and never testified. I even severed ties with a couple of the guys. You in these streets playing around, that's how I survive. It's getting wicked, you run your mouth to them